Hello friends! Today I will show you how to decrease using some very common basic stitches. While increasing is very straightforward, decreasing may look a little tricky. Luckily, I have an easy method for remembering how decreases work, and I'm going to share it with you. To decrease basically means to turn two stitches into one. We have two stitches in the row below, and we want to create an inverted V shape with a single tip. In written patterns, the decrease will look like this. Name of the stitch, 2 together. So single crochet, 2 together, double crochet, 2 together. This way you know what type of stitch will be used for a decrease. Let's start with single crochet. I've got my foundation chain ready and I need a couple of stitches to start my row. Great, now let's make a decrease. Insert the hook in the stitch and pull up a loop. You've got two loops on the hook. To finish this stitch, we would grab the yarn and pull it through both loops, right? But we don't want to do that. Instead, insert the hook in the next stitch and pull up another loop, so that you've got three. Now all we need to do is pull the yarn through all of these three loops. Easy, right? You can see that our stitch has two legs and one tip. So we successfully turned two stitches into one. Now I will finish the row and make one more decrease along the way to show you how it affects the work. Alright, I've got my two decreases. Can you see how it bends the row upwards? Decreases bend the row in the opposite direction than increases. Next up is half double crochet. I've got half a row of these stitches and I'm ready to decrease. Half double crochet requires three moves: one yarn over, pulling up a loop from the base stitch, and then leading the yarn through all three loops on the hook. To decrease, we have to stop before the last step, exactly when you have three loops. Now we have to make another unfinished stitch in the next stitch. What do? We yarn over again and pull up a loop from the next stitch. Now we have two unfinished half double crochets and 5 loops on our hook. All we need to do now is to lead the yarn through all 5 loops at once. Let's continue making one half double in each stitch of the row and see what happens. No surprise here, the whole row bent upwards again. Let's decrease with double crochet, a taller stitch. Again, I've got a half of row ready. As you may know, double crochet requires 4 moves: one yarn over, pulling a loop from the base stitch, working the first 2 loops together, and then another 2 together. Again, we need to stop right before the last move, so when we have the last 2 loops on the hook. We leave this unfinished stitch for now and start another one. Yarn over, start the stitch normally in the next stitch, but again stop before the last step. When you have 3 loops on the hook, lead the yarn through all of them. That's your decrease. In this case, the inverted V shape is much more visible, and that's exactly what we want to see. As usual, this technique makes your row bend upward. The last technique in this tutorial will be treble crochet, which is one of the taller stitches. The method is the same. We have to make 2 unfinished stitches and join them together with the last move of the crochet hook. With this stitch, we need 2 yarn overs, which we then work 2 by 2. Again, I stop before finishing the last 2 loops. Let's make another unfinished treble in the next stitch. When I've got 3 loops on my hook, it's time to join them. Lead the yarn through all 3 loops at once. The result, again, is an inverted V shape and a bent row. I hope that now you feel confident in decreasing. It's enough to remember one thing: always stop before the last move. Sometimes this will include keeping the yarn overs on the hook, like in half double crochet, and sometimes not having any, as in single crochet. If you like learning with us, leave a thumbs up for this video and subscribe to this channel. For more inspiration, go to the catalog of thousands of free crochet patterns on yourcrochet.com. Bye!